look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL, SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles.
Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought down by Anthony.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil.
DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore.
This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Mark Ingram.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Ravens.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Number 6.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
On the play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than with it.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, they're going option left. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Herbert.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return this time, we're going to the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 46-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Side complete. That's Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Off the bootleg. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and goal, Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Thomas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Jackson.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
The 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after After this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Ravens 3.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Raven ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception, good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Bell. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
That's Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James will hit it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert. This is Bell on the dump off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A Charger first. There's Herbert finds Williams. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Touchdown!
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go